Heidi ho, YouTube. It's your old pal Van here, and today I'm going to discuss the top 5 things I definitely did not anticipate in my travels from the US mainland to here in Bocas Del Toro, Panama. Let's get into it. Number 1, air travel. So my original plan was I was going to fly into Tocumen Airport in Panama City. And from Panama City, I was going to go to the bus station and take the overnight bus to the island of Colón, Bocas Town. What I didn't realize was there was a big protest going on in the route from Panama City to the island was pretty much blocked off and impossible to get to. So I had to quickly rearrange my plans. I made reservations to go from Panama City, Tocumen Airport, through Flytrip, all the way on a direct flight to the island of Colón. I did not realize that Flytrip does not fly directly out of the airport Tocumen in Panama City. You had to switch to a different airport, which is the Albrook-Gelpart Airport, and I didn't allow myself enough leeway time-wise. I only left myself about 2 hours transit time from Tocumen to the other airport, and I was really nervous. I had no chance of making it. I also had to collect all my luggage, get it onto a taxi, get to the next airport, check all my stuff in, and it just wasn't going to happen. So what I ended up doing is I had to rent a hotel room in Panama City, and then I changed my flight to the next day to fly to the island. Number 1, air travel. So my original plan was I was going to fly into Tocumen Airport in Panama City. And from Panama City, I was going to go to the bus station and take the overnight bus to the island of Colón, Bocas Town. What I didn't realize was there was a big protest going on in the route from Panama City to the island was pretty much blocked off and impossible to get to. So I had to quickly rearrange my plans. I made reservations to go from Panama City, Tocumen Airport, through Flytrip, all the way on a direct flight to the island of Colón. I did not realize that Flytrip does not fly directly out of the airport Tocumen in Panama City. You had to switch to a different airport, which is the Albrook-Gelpart Airport, and I didn't allow myself enough leeway time-wise. I only left myself about 2 hours transit time from Tocumen to the other airport, and I was really nervous. I had no chance of making it. I also had to collect all my luggage, get it onto a taxi, get to the next airport, check all my stuff in, and it just wasn't going to happen. So what I ended up doing is I had to rent a hotel room in Panama City, and then I changed my flight to the next day to fly to the island. It wasn't so bad. The one night in Panama City, I was kind of beat after traveling, so I just slept through it. Early in the morning, I got a quick cab. It was pretty simple, but definitely something that I did not anticipate. Number 2, there are no street signs on the corners, and there are no addresses on any of the buildings. So if you are traveling here and you arrive, if you're staying at one of the bigger hotels, this isn't really that much of an issue because you just see the giant name in front of the hotel that you're staying on. If you're traveling and planning on staying in an Airbnb, this can be a bit of a problem because it's very hard to figure out where exactly you're staying, and Google Maps does not work very well here. Number 3, lodging. I rented my Airbnb way ahead of time. I knew Bocas Town was kind of a party town, but it was off season. There was a lot going on, so I figured it would be kind of quiet. I way overpaid. But I wanted to find a place where I could kind of get a grasp of the situation around me. I kind of wanted to know the lay of the land before I committed long term to any place. So I thought things would be perfect. The room was great. It had good reviews on Airbnb. But alas, I made a huge mistake. So basically, this is what I have to listen to every night till about 4 o'clock in the morning from the club that exists right behind me. My fault. The club across the street generally runs Thursday through Sunday. Thursday and Sunday being a little lesser, but not perfect by any means. Still quite loud. Friday and Saturday, forget about sleeping. Forget about any kind of quiet time. The music starts pumping around 10 o'clock at night and does not stop till 4 o'clock in the morning. I did not know this. The club is like the most popular club for both locals and for tourists in all of Bocas Town. On the other side of me over there is another club, which is a very popular club. And behind me is the city square, which is kind of lively and active also till maybe 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday and Saturday and even Sunday. Didn't anticipate it, should have anticipated. It was my mistake. Number 4, packing. I thought I was being super conscientious when it came to packing. I knew I was going to be here for a long time. I didn't want to pack too much. I didn't want to pack too little. I needed all my necessities, but I didn't want to get carried away. So I packed 3 different bags. This tiny little bag, this I used as my personal item on the plane. I had probably my most valuable things inside that bag. My camera equipment. I had my passport, things along those lines. Things I definitely didn't want to lose and things that I always wanted to have close to me. I also packed this smaller bag and I used this as my carry-on. I had generally like overnight stuff. I had some toiletries, I had a change of clothing. I had all the things I thought I might need in case my bigger bag got delayed. I also had packed my computer in a safety sleeve inside that bag. I knew it was going to be in the overhead bin and I would always be close to it. Then I brought this bag, my backpack. In my backpack, I also had some other like toiletries, a little bit of electronic equipment, a lot of art supplies, and the majority of my clothing, like the everyday necessities that I would need while I'm here in Panama. What I didn't realize was not only did I need to be conscientious about what I packed, but where I packed it within my bags. So when I got to Panama City from the U.S. mainland, I spent the night in Panama City, and all of my stuff was perfectly fine. My computer, everything was there. Nothing had gotten lost. Nothing had gotten lifted. I was in good shape. When I went from Panama City through Fly Trip, I didn't realize how tiny the plane was going to be. So when I got to the airport, they only allowed me this one little tiny personal item to take with me on the plane. The other 2 bags I had to give to them and check in, and they put it in with the rest of the cargo. When I arrived here on the island of Cologne, I found out when I got to my Airbnb that my computer inside this bag had the computer screen smashed. Absolutely trashed. Booted up and everything, but the screen was toast. Also, with my large bag, my backpack, all the outside compartments, like up here, the ones on the side, the one in the front, everything that I had stored in those compartments were gone. Completely gone. Nothing from the inside of the bag, either nothing from the inside of this bag or the medium-sized bag had been tampered with. It doesn't look like anything it was missing from inside. I doubt that they even bothered to go inside, but like those easy access pouches on the outside, everything. Part of the reason why a lot of my lighting sucks in a lot of the videos, because I had my little YouTube light thingy, and that was gone. Things that were kind of ridiculous, paint brushes, paint supplies. I'm not sure exactly why they were taken, but they definitely were all gone. So I found this out when I got to the Airbnb, went back to the airport, tried to talk to them, let them know what happened, and there was pretty much no response. There wasn't even like a form to fill out to file a complaint or say, hey, if my things turn up, can you please let me know? Nothing along those lines whatsoever. So it was definitely something I didn't anticipate, but now you can anticipate it going forward. Number 5. Now this one is going to require a little bit of context. So I go through all the flight things and spend the night in Panama, get to the other airport, fly to the island of Cologne, go through the rigmarole of figuring out where my Airbnb is. I finally get here, carry myself and all my stuff upstairs, start to unpack, realize a bunch of my stuff is missing. So all I want to do is get out some fresh clothing, get out of my grimy clothes, take a shower, get in my night clothes, and go to bed. So this is what I discover. Take a look at this beauty right here. Now, the Airbnb host did say that it did have a hot water shower. Excellent. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I remember learning something about mixing water with electricity. Not a good thing, but that was the situation. So it was getting late. Tried to get in touch with the Airbnb host and actually ask him a couple questions about this shower, and I couldn't get a hold of him that night. Next day he responded, said, yeah, that's like a typical shower here in Panama. Still didn't feel all that comfortable about it. So I asked around. Like, I found some expats eating breakfast, and apparently this type of shower over here is a typical thing here in Panama, oddly enough. The scary part about this particular shower type is it is called a suicide shower. I can understand why. If you're getting anything out of these videos, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like I've said, I'm new here, so I'm just figuring things out, so I can kind of help you along the way with some of the dumb mistakes that I keep making over and over again. So again, safe travels, be kind to one another, and I will see you in the next video. Laters.